What it do, world? It's your favorite OG, and y'all with a video. And for this one of my homegirls, she wanted me to speak on Gunplay. If y'all know who Gunplay is, he one of Rick Ross artists or former artists. I ain't sure right now what they got going on, but he one of Rick Ross partners. And he had a video where he got into it with his wife and he broke a TV and this, that, and the third. And so the sisters, they wanted to know, OG, why do certain women deal with men of that caliber? And basically what's going on with a lot of women of that type of mentality is called, as far as I can see, I'm gonna call it the no shame in the game. Alright. What is no shame in the game? Now, I always tell black people in particular that what I always tell y'all been paying to my videos. Black people, you were bought here on slave boats as a commodity, as the money. We are the money, alright? So, with that being said, because we are the money, you have to understand that they was never gonna let go of the money. So, it isn't that let us free the slave. It's more so, how do we get the slave to believe that he's free? Harriet said it best. I could have freed more slaves if only the slave knew that they were a slave. So what that tells us is the best slave is the slave that doesn't know that they are a slave. All right. So with African Americans being the commodity of America, the money, we can't let the money go. That's why African Americans are still in America. People always wonder why we never just got up and left America. Half of us feel like this our country, for one. So I ain't leaving my homeland. Then others, don't really understand how economics work, to where you are the money. So we can't afford for you to leave, because if you leave, then our money goes with you. See, that's the thing about African Americans. If we leave America, the money leaves America. Okay, so they could never really truly afford to let us leave, and they couldn't afford to truly free us at the same time. So what's going on now is that I always talk about, certain things on my channel. I talk about war. My brothers love when I talk about war and explain war. And so with war, shame is actually a war tactic that is used on the people in the community. Shame is being used on us to keep us down, okay? And some of us don't understand this because, again, black people, we're not a warlike people. So most of the time, African Americans do not understand how war and war tactics work, especially descendants of slaves. So shame is a tactic of war. If you don't think that shame is a tactic of war, it's called surrender. Surrender is part of shaming your opponent. Surrender and shame go hand in hand in war. Okay? So when you see the opponent throw the white flag up, we surrender, we throw in the towel, that's part of shame. They are ashamed that they have to surrender. They are ashamed that they have to go home and tell their wives and children, hey man, we lost today. Shame and war goes hand in hand. So what's going on is, with these women, they have no shame. And the reason they have no shame is because they're being brainwashed with the media that is being perpetuated on the community to have no shame. You see, back then, if you was a slave, you was shamed. You didn't want to be a slave. You wanted to be free. It was a shame to be a slave. That's why they was running north because they was ashamed of being a slave. I can't be no slave. This ain't how I live. I'm ashamed of this. So what happened over the years is I always tell y'all about Sambo. See, Sambo is the Negro that's not ashamed. Right? He's proud to be a slave because in his slavitude, he's above all the other slaves. So this is what you see with these women who deal with these Pookies and Ray Ray type individuals. Pookies and Ray Rays really have a slave mentality. Okay. This is why the whole entertainment industry has a slave undertow. You get what I'm saying? There's submission and slave in the entertainment. And so when you see the entertainment, you think that this is acceptable. See what I'm saying? So this is why you have women who will date gangbangers, women who will think thugs, scammers, because they have no shame. They don't look at those men in the aspect of shame as the people around them look at those men in the aspect of shame. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to comprehend that, hey, if I bring this man to my house, hey, what does he do for a living? He's a gangster rapper. He talks about killing his own people. They don't find shame in that because instead of shaming these individuals over the years in our community, we have glorified them. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And it ain't so more that we have glorified them. Our oppressors who want to keep us down in shame have given them a platform. So shame is a war tactic that's being used on our community today. You know, black people, don't y'all be ashamed of nothing. Be proud that your brother a scammer. Be proud that your cousin a dope boy. Be proud that your homeboy got 30 years for murder. Be proud that you got a ride with a pistol everywhere you go. Be proud. Don't be ashamed. No, be proud. You know, y'all be proud. While over here, we shame our people. We don't have a platform to glorify criminality in the music. We don't have a platform to glorify criminality and entertainment. You know, you don't see mafia movies and gangster movies being made all the time about our criminals, but we'll make it about your criminals. We happen to make a dope boy movie, a dope boy film, and your kids watch it, and then they think that this is the lifestyle because there's no shame. You see, instead of turning it off, we turn it on, or we'll watch it and let them watch it, or they'll get old enough to hear about it and then they'll go watch it because we're not shaming these individuals. You know what I'm saying? You're not ashamed of the dope boy no more. You're not ashamed of the whoremonger no more in the community. And so what that does again is that puts the community in a more submissive, destructive state because there's no shame. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody saying, hey man, put that down. You know, you shouldn't be proud to be no dang dope boy. You should be proud to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? You should be proud to have a 9 to 5. You feel me? But nah, they want to shame you for having a 9 to 5 now. But they don't shame their own. So y'all gotta wake up, pay attention. It's rich and poor. You know what I'm saying? And what they want from the poor is they want the poor to not be ashamed of being poor. That way they'll think being poor is cool and they will stay poor. So you have to read between the lines. But with that being said, time is ticking. And other than that, y'all know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that follow. And OG will be bringing some more videos. And we'll be chopping it up some more. But other than that, yeah, it's the shaming that's not being addressed in the community no more. So yeah, we got to get back to shaming those who put us down and keep us in shame. All right, it's time to start shaming these individuals. Other than that, it's the OG. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all have a nice day.